What's up with BCIS 1305? BCIS 1305 is going to come across like it has a lot of coursework. And it kind of does and it kind of does not. Uh, what we found is that the amount of coursework is actually in your best interest. And it makes the class, in terms of learning the course learning objectives, easier. If you're in a university environment, you'll probably just have a few exams in which you have to create your own coursework to prepare for those exams. And what we've done for community college students is we've created that coursework for you. And we've created it in a manner that it's short and concise and it hits certain points because we know that our community college students are in our community have competing priorities. Those priorities are living in a multi-generational home and having responsibilities for your parents and your own children, and of course, having a full-time job. Given those things and understanding where our community college students are coming from, structuring our classes this way provides you with the best avenue of learning the course learning objectives. Small amounts of work, but lots of those small amounts of work, projects, so to say, and having opportunities to redo some of those projects. All provides you with the correct learning atmosphere to help you become successful. Let's take a look at a D2L here. Basically, all your profs, or a lot of your profs, will probably have a structure like this for you so that you don't have to keep track of all the things in class. Uh, it's all done for you. So here, these are all of our modules, like a week 1 module all the way to 16, representing the weeks we have in the course. Okay, and at the top of the module here, you'll see that I have notes for you, such as what it is that we're going to achieve this particular week in terms of your course learning outcomes, objectives, so to say. And operating systems is one of them. Okay, you'll find that you'll have links here to simulations. These simulations are short. Some of them might be a little bit long, but they typically are not too long, and they allow you, or I set it so that you can do them as many times as you want for the highest grade. All right, so that if you have a competing priority, such as your child got sick and you're trying to do work, but you're not invested, you're not concentrated in the work because you're thinking about your child. Um, Having an opportunity to have an unlimited opportunity up to a particular date, obviously, um, will help you not just achieve 100, but to learn the material. Okay? Uh, and if something happens, an unforeseen event happens, um, you can always let me know and document it, and I'll give you more time. But if it's just the daily day stuff and you missed a deadline because of that, then I'll also give you an additional 7 days to do a lot of your work. There is a penalty to encourage you to do everything on time, but you can still do it late, obviously, so that you can still learn the material. Outside of just simulation, sometimes you'll have like a textbook project. Okay, as you can see here, I'm clicking on the submodule. If you don't click on the submodule, you won't see instructions or hints that I give you. So always click on the submodule. Like here, I remind students that, hey, stop at a particular page, because what these textbook projects do is you'll download a file, you'll work on them, and while you're reading instructions from a textbook, and you're learning material outside of just doing a simulation. And sometimes, because you have competing priorities in your life, you'll miss the part of the reading that says, hey, stop here and submit. And when I catch that, I'll remind you. Okay, so be sure to always read the submodules. In this class here, I haven't yet uh, created a link yet. I will once classes start. But this is a team discussion area here for you. You'll be in your team so that you're not just one of, a couple hundred students or even just 30 students, but you're one of perhaps, you know, 6 to 8 students, so to say, um, that you have it's easier for you to communicate among a smaller group per se, and that's where you can post questions and provide solutions as well. You can post files there that you're working on, or post your opinion on what an answer is on a multiple choice test, quiz, etc. Here, uh, and this gives you an opportunity to be engaged with your peers, and thus builds a form of engagement and an opportunity for you to have help from your peers and for you to help others. Have you ever played sports and you ever taught a sport to someone? You know your ability to articulate how to swing a bat, how to swing a club, um, makes you a better baseball player, makes you a better golfer. Okay, so there are personal incentives for you to do that. And plus, your files won't be accepted by the system. The system is set up so that uh, your work can only be turned in by you, and no one else can turn in your work. All right, so we'll be doing stuff like that. Sometimes maybe you'll have there we go. Sometimes maybe you'll have an essay to do. Okay, and when you do essays, you'll have some AI to help you write your essays. Okay, and you can also post your essays before you submit your essays in your team discussions so that your peers can read it, help you proofread it beyond using AI. Right, and writing is basically a form of retention. Okay, it helps you think critically, and when you do that, you're learning the material and you're learning it forever rather than just at that particular point in time. Remember, as you're posting to the team discussions, I also read those things. It helps me gauge where you guys are at, whether you're face to face or in online class. And it gives me an opportunity to help, whether it's just through a light hand or just giving you an answer because I find that that particular question was very difficult. And that is what's up with BCIS 1305.